Well, good afternoon, one and all, on a beautiful sunny day at Post Office Road, and live coverage on Rovers TV of the final game of the regular season, and then a brief pause ahead of the playoffs, and who knows what that may bring. Featherstone Rovers against Sheffield Eagles. George Riley with you today, alongside some esteemed company. We'll go into that in just a moment. Let me bring you the two sides. First of all, as Rovers complete their warm-ups down in the bright sunshine here in West Yorkshire, and they will line up with Alex Walker, the fullback, and then it's Gareth Gale, Josh Hardcastle, Chris Wellham and Craig Hall. Points all over the place. In the halves, it's New Brown and Tom Holmes today, with Dane Chisholm dropping to the bench. Up front, it's Craig Kopschak, a return for Dean Purata, James Lockwood, Brett Ferris, who had a rest, didn't fancy the 4G surface down in London last week, so Brett had a rest and commentated with me instead. And then Frankie Holton, Callum Field. Off the bench would be Chisholm, John Davis, Jack Bussey will make appearance number 100 for Featherstone today, and the big man, Gadwin Springer. The Eagles, who have lost 4 on the spin and haven't beaten Featherstone since 2016, have Josh Goodek at fullback, then Warranty, Johnson, Glover and Miller, Aaron Brown and Harry Tyson Wilson at the halves. Then it's Scott Wilde and Greg Burt and Brad Knowles, with Oliver Davis, Joel Farrell and Evan Hodgson completing the 13. Connor Bower, James Davey, Blake Broadbent and Tyler Dickinson complete the 17. And today's match official is Brad Mulligan. Alongside me, a familiar voice, but one you may not have heard for, well, we were trying to work it out. 25 years. John Hill has made his way up the steps to the gantry, and he can still do it 25 years on. Yeah. Good afternoon. Looking forward to working with you today.
Yes, and we all know, George, it's a pleasure, my pleasure anyway, you know, anything to help the club out.
And we're looking forward, yes, to the end of season Betfred Championship players, but also this. Having fans back in is just wonderful at clubs like Featherstone Rovers. When you walk through the town and into the ground and the sun's out as well, it just feels like a proper Sunday afternoon for rugby league.
Unbelievable for the small town team, George. The support that Featherstone bring to the game is absolutely unbelievable. Super League, here we come.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Let's finish with a flourish and see. I was up at Newcastle Thunder yesterday, John, where Toulouse racked up 82 points.
Yes.
So I'm sure they'll be back in the south of France on their chartered flight, and they'll be checking the scores. I don't know, maybe even checking the coverage of you and I today to see what Featherstone have got. Well, let's see what we've got, shall we?
Exactly, George. I might be a bit biased, George.
That's all right.
I just don't think it's a fair playing field. Toulouse only played how many 13 matches? 14
Yesterday
matches.
was match number 14. Yeah.
They are full team, full time, and they haven't had the bumps and the groans what such teams like Featherstone have had with the injuries and that. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's a fair playing field actually. And to play the final over in France where no teams played yet, I think it's a bit harsh.
It's incredible to consider. Yes, you're right. 14 games. 2 home games, but both of those were played down the road for me in Manchester at Swinton, both against opponents that Toulouse knew they were going to beat quite comfortably, and no one's gone over to the Stade Ernest Vallon yet until 2 weeks, when who knows who in the semis.
Yes, well, hopefully it'll be Featherstone in the final.
Yeah, and we look forward to that.
Hopefully, yes.
And yeah, that will be a big day. What about this then this afternoon? And what about you, first of all, as the players just get their kit on and get ready to come out? What was it like for you walking up these very steep steps up the gantry and coming back on to a commentary position that you occupied with
Peter Rowe?
With Rowe, yes.
He was the cameraman. Well, I will say this, George. I'm 25 years older, and my legs are not getting any younger. But I just managed it up anyway, so we're all right. But at one time, George, when they built this gantry, there were no gangway, so we had to get a ladder off the field and come up. Then they took the ladder away, and such as Harry Grayson used to be up here, and at half time we all wanted to go to the toilet. and they won't bring the ladder for us, so imagine.
Rugby league has never really been at the forefront of health and safety, has it?
No,
John?
it hasn't, no. Them were the days.
It's a little bit like that now when I go up to see my old pal Chris Thorman at Workington Town. It's like, well, where's the gantry? It's over there. How do I get up? See that tiny little really high ladder? That's it's like, you sure? It's like, yep, that's the only way up. You get up, but you're not sure you're getting back down.
we once, just one little story, George. We once did a commentary at the Halifax game on the gantry there, and it was in the bird nest. And trust me, there's just enough room for two of us, Peter and myself, and the gantry was swaying from side to side. The next day in the Evening Post, Leeds Evening Post, they condemned the gantry and took it down.
Oh, wow.
That's how dangerous that was, yeah.
Wow, they realised, having seen you
happy
struggle,
moments,
that it perhaps wasn't safe, but you've lived to tell the tale on Rovers TV. What about this game today as we get set to welcome the sides out? I mean, Rovers, the way they've been playing, should win this.
They should do, yeah. I think Sheffield's getting 30 odd points on the cup, and yeah. But what I like about it, George, our coach James Webster, has done a fantastic job here this season. There were one or two doubters about him at the beginning of the season, but what a brilliant coach he's been. And what I like about him, he has rested players in between matches.
Yeah.
You know, he's rested players and brought them back in fresh again. Same as today, he's got Chisholm on the bench, and John Davis, Jack Bussey and Gadwin Springer. And Connor Jones, who got the man of the match last week, he hasn't even got a place, but that's what Coach Webster does.
Yeah, giving him an extra week.
He rests players, that's right, yes.
Yeah, and obviously Brett Ferris was rested down in London last
Correct.
week. He joined us on Rovers TV for some very amusing commentary.
Yes.
It's interesting, actually. A lot of players, more than I ever realised, will take a week off if it's an artificial surface. Again, going back to yesterday when I was up at Newcastle, and my old mate Mitch Garber from Leeds he's obviously part of the Toulouse. He wasn't playing because he said he doesn't play on their services because you've got to look after the old bones and the old joints.
Yeah.
Interesting. I never really considered that before.
No, well, sometimes the studs get stuck in the ground, you know, in these artificial surfaces. So.
Well, it was good old-fashioned rock-hard mud for me playing Sunday League this morning.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was over in Liverpool where I play. We won this week, John. I'll be pleased to tell you 2-1. Here we go. Bright sunshine at Post Office Road as Rovers make their way out. These beautiful jerseys on Retro Day. More of a limp walk from the opposition today in their grey jerseys. They already look like they don't fancy it, just the colour of the jerseys to me, John.
Yeah, I agree. That Featherstone Rovers, I've got to say this, Chris, with the being ex-Butcher, the Butcher stripe, it is still the best jersey in rugby league today.
It's fantastic.
No Butcher stripe, yes.
The stripes, and Rovers bounced out in their stripes, and it was more of a kind of head-down walk. In their all grey with thin black trim around the bottom of the shorts, the sleeves and the top of the socks from the Sheffield Eagles. The referees in their neon pink shirts, black shorts, black socks, ready to go in the middle. And as always this season, we'll pause for the 13-second window to support the RFL's Tackleish initiative against all forms of discrimination across the board, including racism. The Sheffield players take the knee. The Rovers stand and applaud. And the blow of the whistle from our match official, Brad Mulligan. And we're ready to go. Rovers over on the left, kicking down the hill, left to right, first half. It'll be Sheffield Eagles to receive. The last meeting between these two sides was back in May, away. Rovers won that day. They got the half century up, actually, John, that day. 50 points to 18.
Correct.
Let's see if we can do that again today.
Yeah.
Down the hill, first half. Craig Hall has the kicking tee. The lime green and black kicking tee in his hands. And the Rovers fans in good voice. Perfect Sunday for rugby league as Hall gets us underway. It's a swirling, spiralling kick. It goes to ground. It's going to bounce twice here. And it's picked up on the 10 by Sheffield. And Rovers will look for an error-free. Oh, they're going to cough up possession straight away. Awful start for Sheffield into the hands of Craig Kopczak. And they thought they were going to defend the set. They got a chance to score first minute. Parata, New Brown. Perfect opportunity for Rovers to strike right at the start. Awful start for Sheffield Eagles. A knock on the first. Awful pass. Popped up to Kopczak. New Brown, left to right. Through the hands of Holmes and then joining the line. And here come Rovers over to the far side. It's a walk-in score. Perfect start for Featherstone Rovers. And it's a 4-point lead with a kick to come. How about that for a start?
Brilliant. Bad mistake by Sheffield. Like I was going to say, they're playing in all grey. Let's hope it's a grey day for Sheffield. But like I say, I'm being biased. But from the Craig Kopczak got the ball, played it to the right there, and then the ball went sizzling through the hands to the wingman. I think it was Craig Hall who put the ball down in the corner. Brilliant start from Rovers.
Hall to finish, Rovers to lead. And that could be a sign of things to come for Sheffield this afternoon. I mean, I did say, John, almost tongue-in-cheek when they walked out and the colour of their shirts, they didn't fancy it. Well, that first set basically backed up everything I just said.
They just didn't
Heads down already.
Just didn't seem to be interested, did they? But let's hope they make a game of it anyway for this fantastic crowd here at Post Office Hall. Craig Hall misses the conversion attempt.
Right from the touchline. Didn't make it easy for himself with the finish, did he?
No.
You could see it was a stutter finish. He thought, shall I step in and try and give myself an easier kick? Now, let's just take the 4. It's a 4-0 Rovers lead. Hall in the corner, over on the far side, down the hill, in front of the Blue Lagoon Bar. Over in the corner over there. See a nice screen van doing some business as well. And a fair few people still making their way in, John, carrying 2 or 3 pints.
Yes.
Back to their friends.
Traditional.
Yes, as is tradition. And Kopczak with another powerful carry.
Brilliant.
What a first couple of minutes he's had.
Brilliant run by Craig, that's.
Up to the 40, Brett Ferris, who should be fresh as a daisy. After putting his feet up and joining us for commentary on Rovers TV in London 7 days ago. Parata back in the side. New Brown alongside Tom Holmes in the halves today. I'm sure we will see the pink boots of Dane Chisholm off the bench at some point. Walker waits from dummy half. Back to New Brown, seeing a lot of the ball early on, and Rovers again over halfway. Couple to go this set. It's been all defending for the Sheffield Eagles. Parata and James Lockwood getting his first feel of the ball. Last tackle says the referee, hand in the air, so they come back and look for Brown. Swings that left boot. So high, Tester underneath the gantry down this near side. Good take in the end by the winger Ryan Miller. But look at the chase from Rovers. Look at the chase from Rovers. They're going to have to start inside their own 10. Great energy from Rovers at the start, John Hill.
Yes, brilliant. Good defence by Josh Hartcastle then. First 2 tackles there. Sheffield trying to come away with the ball now, trying to reach the halfway line.
Be ripped, but the referee says, I don't like that. Parata was away for a walk-in score. Referee says, I'm not having that. Penalty Sheffield.
2 men in the tackle there, George, I think.
Yeah. So on the 20, this is coming up to you and I think. Just goes a little bit deeper. Off the roof of the stadium. In fact, I think it's gone over the roof. Not sure where you parked, John.
Walk down, George.
Oh, you walked down.
Local lad.
Yeah. So they're going to tap on the halfway line here. The Eagles trailing 4-0 on Rovers TV. Hope you're enjoying our coverage. If you want to get in touch, we're here for you, really. Without our audience, we're nothing. So send us a message, either on social media, get on Twitter if you send it to the Featherstone account, or direct to me at Georgie Boy. I'll pick it up just as soon as my phone has finished charging on the gantry. It's a messy pass. 2 bounces picked up by Sheffield, but they're in a decent position here. They're right in front of the sticks, just to the right, 25 metres or so away. with a chance for an immediate response. Greg Burns is the hooker. Feints left, goes right. Great energy again in the defence from Rovers. In these beautiful navy and white hoops and the navy shorts, white socks with navy trim. Again, good hunger in the defence. Fourth tackle, they're going to kick early. It's a good option that. Where's the ball going to bounce? It's going to bounce. Has it been knocked on? Rovers eventually pick it up. Referee says I'm okay with that. That could have gone anywhere, John.
Yeah, it could have done. The golden rule is never let a ball bounce. But Featherstone got just a little bit lucky there with the bounce.
We saw that in the Warrington game. I don't know if you saw that a couple of nights ago. There was just a nothing kick through on the last for one of the Ashton tries, wasn't there?
Yes.
It bounced backwards twice.
Yeah, again Castleford, yes.
Should have been a routine finish to the set and a turnover. It turned up in a try. That's why you don't let the ball bounce. How about this? Underneath the gantry, down this near side again. They've started really well here, Rovers. I'm sure they'll have taken note of what Toulouse Olympique did yesterday at Newcastle, putting in their highest score of the season so far, 82 points to 12. Rovers will want to respond in kind today. It's the last tackle on halfway. New Brown, they're going to run it. Holmes, Ferris back inside. This is good from Featherstone. Over halfway, they're still giving it a bit of air. Hall back inside off the outside of the right boot. I think it's been hacked forward again. Could go anywhere this. Good take. The wingman Ryan Miller is there and he scampers up to the 20-metre line. Furious pace this, John Hill.
It isn't half yet, but it's red hot out there in the middle, George. It's Sheffield on the attack now.
Rob Warrington gives the ball a bit of air.
Yeah.
Can Glover get away?
Yeah.
No, New Brown is there and grabs hold of it. Yeah. Warrington's down in back play. So a worry and an injury for the Eagles. Burns fires it infield to Tyson Wilson. Doesn't look good for Warrington, that. I think he must have been hit once he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, sad day for Rob Wallace. He's retiring after today, George.
Yeah, what a stalwart he's been.
Yes.
What a servant.
Yeah. All's been a thorn in Featherstone Rovers' side as Rob Wallace.
Yeah, well, for a long period, Sheffield themselves were a thorn in Featherstone's side. And here they go again up the middle. Great scrambling defence on the turnover. There was an option on for the inside ball, which could have yielded a try, but a great ball and all tackle, and Rovers will get the ball back.
Yeah, a brilliant tackle there by James Lockwood. Stopping the danger. Mr. Consistency is James. Fantastic captain play of Featherstone Rovers.
John Hill back with us, voice of Featherstone Rovers. Great to have him back up on the gantry here at Post Office Road this year. 24 tries this year for Craig Hall. And a perfect start for Featherstone on Rovers TV. Kopczak again, playing the ball in centre field. New Brown offload, big hit from two Eagles jerseys. Knowles was in there and Farrell was in there too. But Rovers have just got up and played the ball down this near side, the right-hand side. Josh Hardcastle, last tackle says the referee. They're 35 metres away. Gale on this near right-hand side finds Brown. I'm sure they'll kick this time. Holmes does. He wanted to run it, but he puts one up to Warranty. It looks like he's recovered. Not a great option, that. There was no kick pressure, and Warranty could take it with ease, and Kopczak's gone and got him legally. It could have been high, but he got him just about right, and the crowd loved that. And he's just recovered from an injury, John Hill, and he's got to pick to another one.
Yes, a good out tackle that, George, round the shoulders, round the midriff. Brilliant tackling by Craig Kopczak. What a start he's at to the game. Well, like I said, Bob Warranty, what a servant he's been to the game of rugby league. Ex-Halifax player, Sheffield. Like I say, he scored many a try against us in his career.
He must be thinking, give me a break. He's had treatment in back play, declared himself fit. 30 seconds later, he cops one from Kopczak.
Yeah, right Umdinger. Anyway, he's played the ball, back on his feet.
How would you describe that? A right Umdinger.
Right Umdinger, correct.
Eagles have it. And there's another Umdinger. Great feel about this game. Credit Sheffield, they've not folded after that dodgy start. Said they came out like they didn't fancy it, but they've grown into the game early. After what we had, 8.5 minutes, 4-0 Rovers.
Yes, they're throwing the ball about, but Rovers are tackling really well. Good defence.
And they're playing up the hill first half, remember, Sheffield as well. Up the middle they go. Scott Wheeldon with the drive. Former Hull man. And they're giving the ball a bit of air. Miller on the left wing, inside to Glover. That was made by Joel Farrell, with his ponytail flowing behind him. Through the halves they go again, Sheffield. Little dummy. Doesn't quite work for Harry Tyson-Wilson. Couple to go this set, though. Rovers need to be on their toes here. Left to right and then back again, but went absolutely nowhere. So on the last, they'll have a look back and see where the scrum half is. Here he is. Tyson-Wilson under great pressure. Gets a high one up. It's tapped backwards by Sheffield. It's still the last. Rovers have got it anyway. And away they come. And it's end to end at the moment. As Gale looked to get away. Just slipped a little bit. I think there was a bit of overnight precipitation, which will make it a bit greasy underfoot, despite the bright sunshine. And here come Rovers, leading 4-0 with 10 minutes gone. Parata with the pick-up and the scamper, and he's knocked on. He's dropped the ball on halfway. And the tide just slowly starting to turn early for the visitors, the Sheffield Eagles, John Hill.
Yes, it is. It was a good driving by James Lockwood there, bringing the ball away. Then Dean Parata there. He seemed to have the ball snatched from his grasp there, but the referee says knock on. So it's Sheffield possession. Just on the half, we're just about 5 metres inside Rovers half of the field. Sheffield moving the ball from left to right. Good defence by Rovers.
Yeah, they've defended well in the early exchanges here, the first 10 minutes. Burns is the dummy half in the black skull cap. Through the hands of Aaron Brown, wearing 13 but playing at 6 today. The way Kevin Sinfield used to do. Here they come, Sheffield. They've started to fancy this a little bit, and they're looking dangerous. They're only 15 metres away down the left-hand channel with Farrell, and they're going to go down the skinny side here. He's gone down a cul-de-sac, though, as the scrum half, Tyson-Wilson. But he sets up 5 away. This will be the last, and he's out of commission. Oh, no, he's back. Here he is, the scrum half. Back on the 10. Grubber kick this time. Oh, he couldn't, maybe could have left that Holmes. He took no chances. He's put it behind, so more pressure, a drop out on the way, John.
Yes, I think you're in 2 minds with Tom Holmes that time, but I think the decision was correct, because, like I say,
well, if you're in 2 minds, be cautious.
A bouncing ball can go anywhere, so just making sure.
Yeah, I agree with you. If you're in any doubt at all, then don't risk it. Look at the length on that restart. It's gone well over halfway, over to the Sheffield 40. Chase is decent as well. Oh, and Kopchak's come up with another humdinger, but they bounce out of it and they get a little break here, Sheffield. That could have been a high shot. Referee's happy enough with that. From Frankie Holton. Post Office Road crowd wanted forward. Referee didn't even glance at it. This is a dangerous position. Sheffield having a purple patch here in the all grey, and he's wiped the tackle count clean as well. Oh, but he's kicked to himself, the scrum half. Can he get there? Well, why has he done that, Harry Tyson-Wilson? He had a full set of 6 to go at.
I think what he was trying to do, trying to catch Featherstone unawares there, George, and actually nearly did.
But he had 6 tackles.
Yes.
Not sure about that. I mean, he did almost, but in the end, he's just given Rovers the ball back on 20. When you've got a full set of 6 and you're in the ascendancy, you're dominating early. It's Rovers who lead 4-0, but it's Sheffield asking the questions at the moment. Featherstone, oh, it's an ill-advised offload. It's another handling error. It's another knock-on. This is a dodgy little spell from Rovers, this, John.
Yes, Craig Hall coming off his wing, trying to bring the ball away, but a good heavy tackle there by 2 Sheffield players, and Craig Hall loses the ball. 10 metres inside Featherstone Rovers half of the field.
It was one of those where he wanted to get the offload, changed his mind while he was offloading, but such was the ferocity of the tackle that the ball was still dropped. Even though he changed his mind, he couldn't regain control. So another opportunity, another set of 6. It's wave after wave of Eagles pressure. I suppose if you want to be tested ahead of the end of season Betfred Championship playoffs, you want to have a succession of defensive drills. Here come the Eagles. So far, Rovers' backline has been up to this. They're 15 metres away, just to the right of the post. They'll come back in field. And again, drive right at the post. Evan Hodgson, the loose forward, wearing 32. Here's Burns again in the skull cap, the hooker. Right at the post, then back to the scrum half. This is a good play. It's 2-on-2 left side, but Rovers add numbers and defend well. Good sliding defence. It's the last tackle. It's back with a scrum half. It's an angle kick again. Warranty with the take. It's gone backwards. This should be play on. Could be an Eagles try this. And it is. Warranty celebrates. He's knocked it back. It went to ground. This will be a try. And the referee does award the try. And the Eagles respond over on the far side, made by the brilliant angled boot of Harry Tyson-Wilson's. And it's 4-4.
Yes, Harry Tyson-Wilson there. Last tackle, spotted the wingman there on his own. Kicked across. The ball could have gone anywhere.
It's Ryan Johnson who put it down eventually, and Warranty celebrated. Warranty went up to claim it. I thought he'd taken the clean take, but then he dropped it, but he dropped it backwards. Went into the hands of Ryan Johnson, who then swirled around, had to take the tackle and put it down. Referee glanced over at his touch judge and said, you know what, I'm happy with that. And all of a sudden, it's 4-4 after 15 minutes, and you've got to say they deserve it.
I think Craig Hall got a boot to the ball. I don't know that him right or wrong. Craig Hall got a boot to the ball, but unfortunately for Featherstone, it bounced up for the Sheffield player. And like you said, George, it's no more than Sheffield deserve.
So Ryan Johnson's try, cancelling out the opener from Craig Hall. And Eagles have this conversion attempt from 10 metres in from the right-hand touchline to take the lead. And it's over. And Rovers have got a bit of thinking to do here. We're only 15 minutes in, but Sheffield playing up the hill. Lead 6-4, and on the balance of play, John Hill, I can't disagree with that.
No, I agree with you. Yeah, Featherstone just, they've lost the ball twice in their own half, and Sheffield's capitalised on it. Like I say, Featherstone Rovers 4, Sheffield 6. Rovers get the game underway.
So Josh Guzdek with the 2, good kick from over on the far side. And 6-4. And Rovers just need to steady the ship here, make sure they don't come up with another silly error. Because it was those errors that invited the pressure on and eventually the dam burst. And I think we've already seen early on the main weapon is going to be that wand of the left boot of Tyson-Wilson, the Sheffield scrum half.
Yes, correct, George, yes.
Criticised him for his little grubber kick to himself on the first tackle of a new set, but he got it right on the last. And this is the last of this set. They're on their own 40, and here is the man in question, goes crossfield. It's another good kick. Dissects full-back and winger, Hall and Walker. Hall takes it, jogs up and pumps the legs and gets up to the 30, and a quick play of the ball as well. And they're over halfway. Good couple of tackles. He wants to offload here, Walker. Chris Wellham, I think that's his first field of the football. Oh, penalty given against Rovers here. Did he play the ball without a marker there? What's he given there? Well, I'd followed possession. And you can hear what the Rovers fans think of this. The chance of cheat at the official, and he's had some back chat. So they're going to be March 10. Well, that's what Rovers don't want to be doing. At any level of rugby league, just shut your mouth. And the referee's having a word here with James Lockwood. They're a bit rattled, John Hill.
Yeah, they are. It just baffled me what he penalised Alex Walker for in the first place. Was it not playing the ball right? But at the end of the day, the referee's always right.
There's something wrong with the play of the ball. Yeah, absolutely.
The referee's always right.
Well, I've just come from playing amateur football on a Sunday morning, and the referee stopped play at one point, pulled over both captains and said, have you ever seen me change my mind whether I got it right or wrong? No, so shut up. There's a lesson there for everyone.
That's right.
Rovers 4, Eagles 6. Sheffield, the better team in the first 17 minutes, and they're right in front of the posts again. Attacking down the left, and Farrell is wrapped up. That's good defence from Rovers. Joel Farrell is a dangerous man that close to the line. Greg Burns, the full-back, and then they just go to Evan Hodgson, who straightens up and sets up right in front of the sticks, and they go again right in front of the post, and it's the big fella Wielden towards the line, over the line, and held up over the line.
Ex-Featherstone Rovers player, Scott Wielden, George.
Yes. Knows the way over. He was over there, but he was never going to get the ball down. So they take it back to the 10, right in front of the sticks. What have they got this time, Sheffield? Attacking down the right-hand side this time. And that was that the last?
Last tackle.
That was the last tackle. I'm not sure they knew it was. They didn't seem in any rush to set up a play there. They've just coughed up the ball. And Wellham will take his second carry. Only his second carry of the first 18 minutes. Does the ugly stuff well. He's wiped the tackle count clean. We're only one in anyway, but it's back to 0, and then the offload. They need to just be careful about doing that. That was Hardcastle on his own 20. Went to ground, but it went backwards. Craig Hall, the try scorer, try number 24 for Rovers. He's put 4, 5 handoffs, still going. Crowd like that. He could be the spark, and the tackle count back to 0 again. And then Wellham gets involved with a handoff, and another one. There's the spark. Here's the big boy at the middle, Craig Kopczak. What a brilliant first 10. But then has had to be used in defence since. New Brown. Holmes. Walker joining the line, and now Hardcastle can get away. Good scrambling defence from James Glover. Sheffield want to get him into touch on this near side under the gantry. Held is the call. You can hear the referee's voice from here. Frankie Holton straightens up. Bounces off a couple. Still going Holton. Still going Holton almost. Almost. Right in front of the sticks, it's the last. New Brown, perhaps a bit of magic. Brown on his own. There it is. Right on cue. The dancing toes of New Brown restores Rovers' lead.
Absolutely fantastic try that, George. Creative from inside the Rovers half. Craig Hall set the ball rolling. Then Alex Walker kept it going. Then good passing moment there, Josh Hardcastle in the middle. Then New Brown there got the ball, threatened to kick the ball, caught Sheffield defence unawares, and he just glided through the gap there as big as the motorways, straight between the side of the posts. Brilliant team try that by Featherstone Rovers.
It was just that first step. There was no defender anywhere near him. As long as he got the marker out of the way, he was through, he was clear. And Brown's 17th try of the calendar year. And that's just turned up the volume a bit, I think, inside Post Office Road after a nervy 10 minutes or so. Hall to put boot to ball. It's gone high. Oh, he's missed it. That was kickable. That was kind of equidistant in between touchline and post. You'd expect him to get those. So 8-6. 2 tries to 1, but both conversions missed.
Yeah, there's many spectators in this ground today, George. Thought that was over.
Thought it was over, yeah. Well, you know what? I said it had gone high. I lost it out of my sight, so I was relying on the touch judges. There are those better placed than you and I behind the posts wearing the famous old Rovers hoops who thought that was over, and the boos were because it was disallowed. So 8-6, not 10-6. Let's hope it's not a tight game. And there might be some questions of the officials. Here come Rovers. Kopczak again, what a stint he's had. What a first 26, 27 minutes he's had. Parata fakes left, goes right. Into Lockwood. New Brown's on his right shoulder. Parata is the dummy half again. He's going to scurry away on his own, trying to catch the marker square. It's the last tackle. They're 40 away. Brown gives it to Holton. Holton says, I'll put a little kick in then if you don't fancy it. Not the best. Gone straight to the Eagles fullback, but a good chase. Got the ankle tap in. And Sheffield will have to start on 15. And they've knocked on their own 15 at the play of the ball.
Yes, just a little one, George, but they all count. But Frankie Holton there, I don't think he's a designated kicker, but as it happened, it's paid off that time.
So a gift-wrapped opportunity this. Craig Kopczak has the ball in his hands. Parata behind him, and Rovers are up and running. 20 away with a full set to go at here. Great opportunity to, having retaken the lead, stretch it further. New Brown is the danger man. Gives it to Holmes. Flat ball Holmes. Holton was looking round for an offload. Walker wasn't quite there. He's gone skinny side on his own and then back in field. Finds Holmes once more. Directing proceedings. Just gives it to James Lockwood. Powerful burst from the prop today. Parata changes the angle of attack. Can Holton get away? He'll put the ball down. He was looking for the options, but he was just too strong. And he swiveled round, and there was the line. And he plonked it down, and Rovers has scored 2 in 2 minutes.
Yes, far too strong there was Frankie Holton there, too near the line for the Sheffield defence. But once again, another good driving by James Lockwood, bringing the defenders with him, and a quick play of the ball, and Frankie Holton finishes it off.
He's had a great season, Frankie Holton, and that was a powerful finish. He was looking for the offload, but as he swiveled out of the tackle, his power took him free, and he looked down and saw the white line and thought, I can reach, I can put it down. The applause you can hear is for Craig Kopczak, I think, underneath us. He's coming off for a very well-earned breather. A terrific stint. So 3 tries to 1. Hall, Brown and Frankie Holton. 0 from 2 from the Hull boot, although there were many inside Post Office Road who think he got the second one. Holton's 5th try is Hall lines up an extra 2 attempts. This one looks a lot better. We were right behind that one, so I can guarantee you that's gone through. It's gone right over the back of Percy's bar and over into the houses behind. And Rovers have a little cushion that they'll probably be relieved to have, John Hill.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, well deserved that try, George. That try coming with a mistake by Sheffield, knocking on at the play of the ball. And like I've said, the strength of Frankie Holton near the line, it was unstoppable.
So Hall, Brown and Holton, the try scorers. Ryan Johnson with Sheffield score that briefly had them in the ascendancy. And a penalty given away because Sheffield are offside. You might have heard that Jack Bussey is on. Big moment for him. Rovers appearance number 100 in the famous jersey. Oh, it's a big hit in the middle. Someone's car is blocking the entry. Don't think it's mine. No, that's definitely not mine. We're okay, John.
Well, it certainly isn't mine, George.
No, because you walked here. Unless it's your walking boots you left outside blocking the entrance. Here come Rovers. This is a good spell from Rovers. You can see the confidence has come back now. They're in the lead. A little bit of afters there and a little bit of afters again. They would do wise just to ignore that. And Rovers attacking down this near right-hand side. Holmes to New Brown. Floated ball, lovely ball. Great hands, can all get in the corner. Dances past 2, past 3 and plonks the ball down for his 25th try of a terrific season. And Rovers starting to flex their muscles here at Post Office Road.
Yes, brilliant passing moment there, George, from right to left. New Brown there and Tom Holmes linking up, and some scintillating pass to Craig Hall in the corner. Cut inside. I think he wanted to get underneath the sticks to make the conversion easier, but he plants the ball down between the post and the corner flag. Brilliant try by Rovers.
Second of the game for Craig Hall, who goes to 25 for the season. And another replacement sees John Davis strolling menacingly into the sunshine.
James Lockwood coming off.
James Lockwood's making his way off. Takes the applause of this main stand as Craig Hall lines up. He's kicked 1 from 3. This is 10 metres in from the far side. Good side for the right footer. It's where he missed the last one from. He's gone high again. They were definitely going to put the flags up this time, weren't they?
Well, to me, that was not the previous one, the one previous to that where they thought it had gone over, and even that went higher than the post.
20 points to 4. Lightning spell of scoring from Rovers.
Yes, it is, George. I think Sheffield just had the purple patch 10 minutes after Rovers took the lead, and I think Featherston's weathered the storm and they've come back really strong.
So, Hall and Gale level at the top of the Betfred Championship try scorers table at 25 apiece. Been a shootout for the two wingers.
John Davis taking the ball there, another Mr. Consistency.
He loves it, doesn't he?
He absolutely thrives on it, George. What a brilliant player he is.
Prata going on his own again from dummy half, as he always does, looking for that offload and gets in. Here is Davis into New Brown. There's the step from Brown. He's through again. It's wonderful for Brown. Brown inside. It's a brilliant Rovers try. Absolutely fantastic. Made again by New Brown. He could have gone on his own.
Yes, absolutely. That try started there with John Davis giving that ball away, and Neil Brown just sliced through the Sheffield defence like a tin opener going through a tin of peaches. Beautiful try that, and Johnny Davis there gave it to Neil Brown, and Neil Brown, like George said, he could have scored the ball himself, but unselfishly gave it, I think, to Alex Walker, who scored the try.
Frankie Holton, it was given to on the PA, so we'll confirm that. Who got on the end of that?
Holton.
It was Frankie Holton.
Sorry, my mistake, George. Frankie Holton. But like I said, Neil Brown there could have scored the try himself, but unselfishly give it to Frankie Holton for his second try of the afternoon.
Yeah, try number 2 of the afternoon for Frankie. Craig Hall's helped himself to 2 as well, and he's got another successful goal between the posts.
Yes, he's certainly got his kicking boots on now.
26 points to 4, just like that, in the blink of an eye. They were 6-4 down. And 26-6, I beg your pardon now.
Yes, 22 points there inside, what, 7 or 8 minutes play?
Yeah, lightning stuff. 13 and a half minutes to go. And 26 points to 6. Just like that, Rovers have put the foot down.
Okay.
And they can score at will when they're in this mood. Just like Toulouse yesterday, who racked up 82 points. Newcastle actually played well for half an hour or so. But they can score very quickly, can Toulouse, and so can Featherston. Tackle count wide clean. Rovers have it on the 30. Prata. A little of a juggle pass from Jack Bussey. He's turning around saying, come on, give me a better ball than that. Sun shining so bright in the middle, must be hot out there. Prata. Bussey tries to go through with Davis on his left shoulder. Prata wants a quick play of the ball. Will he go on his own again? Of course he will. Still going, and then the knock-on from Brett Ferris was a really short pass. Very difficult one to take. He was only a couple of feet away. Risky, but it's the kind of play you can try when you're 26-6 to the good.
Yes, they take some taking them short passes, George, but Brett Ferris had got 2 men on him when the ball was passed to him, so it's a knock-on. It's the Sheffield ball.
Sheffield having the briefest spell of possession here. They're on halfway. Greg Burns. The Rovers have really weathered the storm well. Attacking down the right-hand side, the Eagles this time. Nice little ball movement. Warranty will pick it up. Running out of room, though, so he has to come backwards over on the far side, away from his wing. He's probably gone back about 10 metres or so, but he's still powering down the middle. Takes on Davis. Takes on Holton. Davis just gets himself out of the ruck. It's a loose one. It's a good pick-up by the Eagles scrum half. It's another loose one out the back. The referee's going to say just play on. These have all been backwards. And it's picked up by the winger Ryan Miller, who straightens up and goes at the post. Last tackle, 15 away, just to the left of the post, Sheffield. They're going to attack down the left-hand side. Here is the scrum half again, just to ding one over the top. No danger there. Rovers have taken it well, but they're going to have to drop out. Good chase from the Eagles, and they have forced a repeat set here, John.
Yes, once again, they played the 6 out brilliantly, did Sheffield. And another nice little kick by Harry Tyson Wilson there, and caught Featherstone trapped in the own in-goal area, so it's a drop out from underneath the post.
A lot of love from you on social media, John. John's passion and knowledge of the game is second to none. An absolute legend, says Andy on Twitter.
I paid him to say that, George.
Oh, and then the error over on the far side from the restart. The dropout. Sheffield have made a right pig's ear of that, and Rovers will have the ball back. Another Andy, a different Andy, says, hi George, can you give a shout out to Betty Warno, who is listening from her bed having had an operation. Great to have your company, Betty. I hope you're going to get well soon. I hope the operation went well. I hope you're back on your feet soon. And we look forward to seeing you at Post Office Road. If you do want to get in touch with us during our coverage on Rovers TV, just send me a message on Twitter. I'll pick it up there. And we'll give you a bit of love, won't we, John?
Yes, definitely, yeah. All good supporters, George. Dedicated to the club.
Penalty given away, offside. The Eagles are just starting to tire. Tell you what, if Rovers go into top gear just before half-time, they could do some damage and take this game away, you know. How long have they got? What's that, 8.5?
About 8.5
9.5
minutes left, yes.
Can't really see in the sunshine on the big screen over on the far side. But this is an opportunity, I would suggest, for Featherstone to kill the game. Sheffield look tired. Rovers have hit their straps, and they've got this man on. Davis. With the tenacious bulldog-type run. Parata. Oh, the big fella's on two. Springer. They're going to set up right in front of the sticks here. Parata. Looks left, goes right. New Brown. Holton's on a hat-trick. He's dancing away, and he'll score! Helped himself. New Brown again, the provider. And Holton slices through for a first-half hat-trick.
Well, another brilliant try by Rovers, moving the ball from right to left. Hardcastle took the ball in, the ball spun to left, and then it come back right this way again. And a beautiful pass there by New Brown, and once again, Frankie Holton's strength, determination, just brushed a would-be tackler off and planted the ball in the corner, like George says. That's his hat-trick. Brilliant play by Rovers.
First half hat-trick for the second rower, Frankie Holton. 6th try of the game for Rovers. And the hardest kick of the afternoon so far for Mr. Hall. Right on this near touchline. It's so tight to the touchline, John, that I can't see it, so you might have to call this.
Well, it is. It's just a few inches in. I think the camera's got it. Yeah, the camera's got it. Just a few inches in, but Craig Hawley, he relishes these kicks, and it won't surprise me if he didn't slot it over.
Well, that's jinxed it straight away, hasn't it? Oh, he's kicked it. He knows his stuff, John Hill. What a kick. What a kick from the touchline.
Well, actually, I've got to be honest, I thought it was just to the side of the other post.
I thought he missed it. So maybe we'll count that fair for the one that wasn't given that we thought he kicked.
But fantastic. Featherstone Rovers 32, Sheffield Eagles 6.
And the Eagles, if you missed the early exchanges, led 6-4. And Craig Hall, having missed his first 2 kicks, has nailed 4 in a row, including that from the touchline. And the Eagles look a little bit shell-shocked. They want to get off for half-time here. They put a lot into this first half to try and keep it close. And they, well, for the main part, did the job, but just this last, 10 minutes or so, John, when it's really unravelled for them.
Yes, they've really, since Featherstone Rovers have put the fresh substitutes on.
Yeah, it's a good shout. The replacements have really...
Craig Kopjak and James Lockwood's done all the grafting, and then such as Johnny Davis and Gavin Springer, and they've come on, they've really upped the pace. And this man here, Frankie Alton, what a game he's having.
He is.
Playing out in the centres, on his way to OKR for next year.
Yeah. And they'll do well with him as well. Looks like he's changed his shirt as he first half as well. Hardcastle. Brown. They're going to work it over on the far side. Referee saying penalty, crossing. Obstruction, yeah. Just opened up a little bit too easily there, and that's because there was crossing and obstruction given. Hasn't got a lot wrong, the referee. I'd go as far as to say I think he's pretty much got everything right, and he's taken no prisoners with a back chat either. Good performances by the official. Can't blame him if that kick actually did go over. That's the touch judge's job. It's the closing moments of a breathless first half. Great hunger in the defence from Rovers. You're not sticking around second half, are you, John? We're having a half-time replacement, I think.
Brilliant defence there by Rovers. Brett Ferris and Johnny.
And that's the half-time hooter. It's been a first 40 drenched in the navy and white hoops, really. The Eagles huffed and puffed early. They had an early lead. Ryan Johnson's try, cancelling out Craig Hall. And with the conversion, they led 6-4, but then a 5-try blitz unanswered from Rovers. New Brown, I think the danger man, he scored to put Rovers back ahead, and then he created pretty much all the rest of the scores for Rovers. Holton Hall, Holton again, and then completing the hat-trick, Frankie Holton. They're applauded off here, Featherstone. And they'll go and have a well-earned half-time drink because they've got a big lead, 32 points to 6. Your thoughts, John, before we bid you farewell on that first 40?
Well, Featherstone Rovers set off brilliantly. Craig Kopjak had a brilliant first 20 minutes, and Feathers took an early lead 4-0. And then Sheffield had a 10-minute purple spell, and they scored a try, and Feathers were lucky to keep it down to 6-4. Then after that, Featherstone Rovers just run riot. 28 points in reply to Sheffield's none. So half-time score, George, Featherstone 32, Sheffield 6, and well-deserved.
And how's it been for you after 25 years stepping up these famous old gantry steps?
It's been fantastic, George. I've really enjoyed it, and I think I'm going to stop in while you finish the match.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Andrea Dobson will be here to take over for the second half. But there's been a lot of love for you, and hearing your voice again on Rovers TV, I know it's meant a lot to a lot of people, John. So
I'm going to hand over now to Andrea, and I thank you very much, George.
Well, it's been great to have you here. We're going to pause. Yeah. And we'll be back for the second half. But John, it's been a pleasure to meet you first of all, and to share a commentary with you as well. Yeah. Really good, really enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed what I've seen from Rovers first half. We'll be back for the start of the second half with Rovers in a really good position, leading as they do by 32 points to 6. So second half imminent, with Rovers looking to turn the screw, leading as they do 32 points to 6 against the Sheffield Eagles, with 5 unanswered tries, 6 in total and a hat-trick, a first ever career hat-trick for Frankie Holton. All before half-time as we await the players out into the Post Office Road sunshine for the second half. We've had a change up in the commentary gantry. John Hill's taken a well-earned breather, and Andrea Dobson is here to call the second half. Featherstone player, but Eagles employee. Would that be accurate?
I am, yeah. Well, yeah, Eagles Foundation employee, yeah. So, interesting one today.
What have you made of it so far?
Yeah, I think any team coming to Fev when they're flying high as well and confident is difficult. Obviously, Eagles have finished, well, their last game of the season now, so I think there's almost not a lot to play for, but yeah, I think difficult at this ground as well with a busy crowd, and yeah, I think do you know what? I don't think the score reflects. You know, they've dug in and put some effort in, so it'll be an interesting second half. They get to go downhill though, so
yeah. No, I think you're right. I mean, first 20 minutes, I thought the Eagles were excellent.
Yeah,
but
definitely, yeah.
What teams like Rovers and teams like, we keep mentioning Toulouse, what the two best teams in the division do is score quickly.
Yep.
And if you can have a purple patch where you can run in, 5 tries unanswered like that,
yeah,
it
definitely
blows the scoreboard away.
Yeah, I think they're just struggling to contain them a little bit. The ruck speed they play the ball is really quick, and I think, you know, for Sheffield that first contact wasn't there at points, and Fev were just getting a roll on, and once they get a roll on, they're chasing the feet a little bit. They're really hard to stop. The
changes Rovers made were good as well. I thought they made them at the right time, and there was real impact off the bench.
Yeah, definitely.
Real power off the bench as well.
They've got some big guys off the bench. I think when you're struggling in the sun as well, and then you have a look over to the bench and see some of them bibbed up, yeah.
Well, John Hill's just feeding football scores into my ear. Something dramatic, it sounds like it's happened at West Ham Man United. But Man United won, John, is that right? Man United have won that game, 2-1. Well, that's good news. My other half is a fervent Man United fan, so even though as a Leeds boy I've been brought up to hate Man United, I actually want them to win now just because it makes my life easier. So she'll be happy. We're just about ready to go. Thanks for your company again on Rovers TV. Sheffield kicking down the hill in their grey. You can see Keith Senior making his way off the pitch underneath us. Doing good work as well now is Big Keith.
Looking happy.
Oh, he's never happy, is he, Keith? Blimey. Because you'll know Keith fairly well, won't you?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I do some stuff with Rugby League Cares as well with Keith,
yes,
so yeah.
Likewise, yeah. Yeah, I was here actually at Featherstone doing the offload session on, when would that have been, Tuesday, Wednesday night?
Oh, okay, yeah, I came a couple of weeks ago, yeah. Yeah, it's a great programme.
It's a fantastic initiative. I talked about it actually early on in the season when I was commentating with Pete Dutton, who's found it very supportive, and yeah, it's something I'm really enjoying being involved in. I've had about 3 years working with State of Mind and Rugby League Cares now, and the work they do with mental health in the community is absolutely needed, crucial. And I think more and more people, because of the pandemic, realising actually how much we need to be aware of and take control of our mental health in the same way we do with our physical health.
100%, yeah. 100%.
That's the message. As Rovers attack up the hill, right to left. Kopchak is wrapped up. Last tackle. I mean, I'm running a marathon in 3 weeks. I'd never do that without physical training, and it's the same way with mental health.
Exactly,
You shouldn't just expect your brain to work if you don't put a bit of work into it.
Yeah.
Rovers attacking. It's still the last this. What are they doing here? Oh, well, the referee's helped him out, I think. What's he done? Is he giving a pen, or is he just stopping play because there's a man down in the middle of the...
Looks like a penalty.
It looks like he's given a penalty. Is it Tom Holmes who's gone to ground? I missed that, I'll be honest. Dane Chisholm's coming on. Told you we'd see those bright pink boots at some point. Very early on. But I think they know, because Tom Holmes is down, it's a head injury, then it's going to be an assessment. He's going to be off.
Yep. Last tackle as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they're what you call coach killers, aren't they? Absolutely needless.
Yeah.
I didn't see what happened. I just thought he was down.
I know we were chatting, we weren't looking.
Yeah.
We've got one job.
We were talking about mental health, and someone was hitting the head off the ball. Rovers hoof into touch, so good opportunity this. Holmes is all right, by the way. But Chisholm's on nonetheless, with Holmes, the two linking up.
It's not a bad player to bring off the bench, is it?
No, really good.
At least he's easy to spot with his boots, yeah.
Here come Rovers on the far side, so I'm presuming New Brown is the man who's gone off, if Holmes is still there. Here's Davis. This looks good for Rovers. They're right in front of the post. Start of the second half. Live on Rovers TV. Get your messages in. We'll read them out before the hooter. Here is Chisholm. Lovely ball back to Holmes. Ferris on the drive. Ferris being carried over the line. Can he get the ball down, the big man? Ferris thinks he's scored, and so does the referee.
Yeah, great effort there. 3 or 4 bodies around him as well. I think they've just got so many options, haven't they, Fev? They can pick and choose 1 to 13 who they're going to go to, and I think Sheffield are struggling to contain him a little bit. They're either getting the carries in, good meters and quick play of the ball, or getting that ball away.
Powerful, close range finish. Took the short pass. And benefiting perhaps from the rest he got last week. Didn't fancy it down at London. Put his feet up, did a bit of commentary instead, and he's back with a try.
Yeah, he's hard to stop, so close to the line.
He's in good shape. I was talking to him actually during commentary. He says he's in physically in as good a shape as he's been in for a while. Looks like it, looks lean.
He does, he looks well, he does look leaner.
You know, without wanting to be unkind, he's the kind of player where if you get an injury or something, he can put on weight, and he looks in great shape. In the twilight of his career, Brett Ferris, grand final winner, of course. And here comes the kick. Well, I can tell you with a good degree of confidence that one's gone wide. It was well wide. So just the 4-pointer, but a good start to the second half for Rovers, and that man, Brett Ferris, in the ice-white boots. Just trotting over to this near side, almost close enough to the gantry to be within earshot. Talked to him enough last week, lay off him this week. So 36-6, we've had 4 minutes of the second half in bright sunshine at the Millennium Stadium. Beautiful place to watch your rugby league.
Definitely a warm one as well.
It is a warm one, yeah.
I'm not that we're grumbling, but it's too warm for me.
Well, we're up in the shadows here in the gantry.
Gets hot out there.
But I'm still t-shirt and shorts. I was almost still in my my Sunday League football kit because 2 weeks ago I was late for commentary, so I thought I'm going to have to drive in my kit, not even have a shower. I risked it this week, just about made it. Here come Rovers, good start to the second half. Bussey, here's Chisholm with those blinding boots. Good short ball, but a big hit on him. Ferris, Warranty wraps up. Wellham. Walker waits for the play the ball on the halfway line, and then Davis. Lockwood's back on. Last tackle, says Mr. Mulligan, our match official. Chisholm puts boot to ball. It's come off the outside of the right boot, into the sunshine, just floating it up. But a good take by the Eagles. Good chase as well from Rovers. Sheffield will start inside their own 20. If you're trying to work out the colour of these boots I keep describing, Dane Chisholm, if you think of that bright pink kit the referees wear, he basically looks like there's a bit of fabric left over and they made his boots.
Yeah, he can't hide, can he?
No, you wouldn't miss him. Knock on, handling error from Eagles on their own 30.
Yeah, that's just coming from Great D as well. They're getting 3s and 4s, muscling up and just making it really hard for Sheffield.
Andrea Dobson joining us for second half commentary. We had the pleasure of John Hill back up on the gantry for the first half. Keep your comments coming in on Twitter. I'll make sure I get them read out for you, as long as they're nice.
I'm going to say don't read all mine out.
Oh dear, I could talk to you for the rest of the afternoon about abuse on social media. That's come off an Eagles' hand, it's gone to ground, it's gone backwards. The referee's going to say play on, I'm happy with that. I think the Rovers fans wanted a knock on. I'm thinking he was probably looking the wrong way and the referee's given benefit of the doubt. It's just come off him, it's just hit him. So Rovers will pick it up. Bussey bursts out of the line but gets caught. A bit sloppy in the defensive line, that from Rovers. And Sheffield pick it up inside opposition territory. Greg Burns in the skull cap is their dummy half. Tyler Dickinson wearing 18 off the bench. Burns waits once again. He's turned around looking left, right, looking all round.
Yeah, Rovers are just really good at slowing that down as well. So Sheffield got a little bit of momentum there, and they've just shut it down pretty much straight away and regathered really quickly.
Crowd will tell you they thought that was forward.
Yeah.
The man who matters didn't. The referee puts his hand in the air instead and says last tackle. They're 20 away. It's a floated kick from the scrum half. Should be an easy take for Walker. He claimed it well. Confident claim, but Rovers penned down at the bottom of the hill inside their own 10.
Yeah, they've got to get it out that bottom corner. It doesn't look, from here, it looks pretty flat. But when you stood out there in that bottom corner and teams kicked to it and you've got to get yourself out of there, it's a lot more of a hill and an incline than it looks like.
Lockwood with a powerful drive up the hill though. Louis on Twitter says, I enjoyed the first half commentary, Rovers TV, listening as I walk around London before my night shift. Looking forward to listening to the second half. Up the Rovers. Look out for the football traffic in London. A couple of big games there today. Manchester United fans will be making their way back north. I think it's Tottenham-Chelsea, I think, today as well in the capital. So keep yourself out of trouble, mate. David Bowes has sent me a message saying, great first half, loved hearing John doing the commentary again. I wish I was there instead of working, says Dave. Hashtag blue wall up the Rovers. Thanks, David, for your message. At Georgie Boy, if you want to send me a message on Twitter in the next 33 minutes or so. Well, any time you like, really. But if you don't do it in the next 33 minutes, I won't get it till tonight. 36-6, first and only try the second half, scored by Brett Ferris. That's loose from Sheffield, it's gone to ground. They pick it up with their fullback and go from right to left. That looked forward as well. The referee sees this one. The winger was away, Ryan Miller, and the referee to sarcastic jeers from the Rovers fans.
Yeah, just slightly forward, that one. We've got the best view up here as well.
Yeah, we could see it, right in line with that. Commentators always call them ironic cheers, and nothing ironic about them. They were just sarcastic. But they were right, because that one was definitely forward. It's been a bit scrappy, hasn't it, second half?
Yeah, so far. A little bit like the first 8-10 of the first half as well. And yeah, only one try. I think it might be a similar story, but...
Well, let's hope that Rovers have that little purple patch where they ignite like they had in the middle and end of the first half when they scored those 5 unanswered tries, including a hat-trick for Frankie Holton. Di Parata to Holmes, looks back inside, gives it to the fullback. Walker steps away from 1 and then 2, looking for an offload again. He gets it away. Bussey picks it up wearing 16. What a step! What a step! And he's going to get a try on Featherstone Rovers appearance number 100, a try to savour for Jack Bussey.
Yeah, great feet from a big man as well, and that, you know, busting that first contact and accelerating. Great try.
That's what you want to do on a milestone appearance.
Okay.
You want something to remember it by.
Okay. That's neat, yeah.
And that's 40 points to 6. John Hill is still on the gantry. He's just selling as he's off for a pint. Great to see you, John. Enjoy your beer.
For a few, he said.
Take care, my friend. John Hill makes his way. He's seen enough. 40 points to 6 with a kick to come.
Yeah, they responded to yourself, Sheffield. Ferris to the still forward. Yeah. The guys just put it forward. That's it.
And the kick is good, and the lead extended. And I think any faint hopes of an Eagles comeback have been extinguished.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a long 31 minutes, I think, but they're just playing with so much confidence, I think, just across the park as well. They're just brimming a little bit with confidence, and it's, you know, when a team's like that, it's really hard to kind of get on top of that.
Well, Jack Bussey, that try on a Feather appearance number 100 has also brought up 100 Featherstone points as well, so a double milestone. And that was an angry restart from Sheffield. It's one of those kicks. It's like, how many more of these am I going to have to do this afternoon? Featherstone are going to finish the season with a win. And then we will see what the playoffs bring. We won't know until next week, of course, who the Rovers will be playing. And is there anyone other than Featherstone that can halt the Toulouse juggernaut? He's off again, Bussey.
I think it'll be a decent game, that one, if that's the final.
Well, Toulouse against Featherstone in the south of France.
Next is one.
At least we've got the weather for it, practicing.
Yeah. That's good shout actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of warm weather training for Rovers today. Yeah, I was just looking at that grand final weekend, thinking, I wonder if I could get over to the south of France. It's actually Manchester Marathon weekend, so I'll be doing something far less enjoyable.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely not.
You don't fancy that then?
No, I think 10k is my limit on a good day.
I find the short distances harder because you've got pressure to go quick.
I don't go
you
quick.
Marathon, you know, you've got to be out there a few hours, but you can go really slow. That's why I like them. Although you do have to run for 4 hours. Well, it's weird. You got to, speaking of mental health, you got to find a place to zone into because you are running 4 hours at best if you go well.
I'm going to say my 10k is an hour, so
Yeah.
if you're going slow
Feather
at
going to
that-
score another one. We were talking about marathons. They've got Gale in the corner here. Just kept the ball alive.
Yeah, great hands. Again, everyone just seems to be tipping up in the right places,
Yeah.
and it's just everything's sticking.
And is this the purple patch we were after? Where there's another acceleration on the scoreboard. There's nothing really on there,
Yeah.
but Gareth Gale. Now that's 26 for the season, so he's clear again at the top. Hall on 25, Gale on 26.
You know what it's like when he's going in the double.
Great effort.
Yeah, you take that at any level of rugby from your wingers, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, I'll give you a
And they're turning the screw now, Rovers. 46 points to 6 with a kick to come. The kick is around, what, 7-8 metres in for the far touchline in the bright sunshine. Just in front of that gap between the stands where the away teams have been coming onto the field during these COVID times.
Coming now.
Hall. Kicks a good one. Flags are up between the posts. Another 2 on the scoreboard. And this is a good opportunity, actually, just to say to Toulouse, who scored 82 yesterday, have a look at our score today. It's a good chance if they want it here. Just to put a little marker down ahead of the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely.
We've got half an hour to play here.
Yeah, I think it's tough for a travelling team though, and I think Sheffield's last game of the season, and in all intents and purposes, not a lot to play for. So I think it's kind of a double-edged sword for them as well.
Yeah.
It's the last game, feather flying high a little bit and looking at those playoffs, and I suppose it's just the mindset where you're at this point of the season.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with that.
Reaction, no reaction, that's fine.
300 points for Hall in 2021 and 100 goals for Hall as well this year. So milestones all over the place today. 6 from 9 he's kicked today. Missed the first 2, so he's found his range. Holmes, Bussey, Chisholm, those 2 have made a good impact and he's off. There go the pink boots. Ferris has got support. Wellham gives it wide. Another fantastic Featherstone try. And Craig Hall helps himself to a hat-trick.
Yeah, again, great hands. He's just that push through the line, just that support. They're always looking to get that ball away, either into contact and out, or just quick hands down the line. Another great try.
Second hat-trick of the afternoon. Craig Hall now. No sooner had he fallen behind Gale, now he's back level with him. And he's taking his time to regather the ball after that run, getting some oxygen back in his lungs. But we called it, just that purple patch where you can score so quick, and this is what we're seeing again. From 26-6 to what we're on now, 52 in nothing really.
Yeah, exactly. A few quick unanswered tries. You're getting the ball back, you go in and score, and it's easy to get
Oh, what
quite
a
a lot of
kick.
momentum as well.
What a kick from this near touch line in front of the Rovers dressing room. He's kicked a beauty. So that's 7 from 10 for the boot for Hall. He's a points machine. And it could be a very painful last 27.5 minutes, this, for the Eagles.
Yeah, I think they just need to get a bit of possession. Just get the ball back at least. It might make it a little
Well,
bit.
they went for the short kick-off, but not only did they not get to it, it only went about 5 metres anyway. So 54-6 on Rovers TV. I hope and I am sure you are enjoying this game. It's the second time this year Rovers have had 2 different hat-trick scorers in the same game. Who's to say we might not get a third, you know. The way they're playing, bags of time.
Yeah, time. Yeah, they just seem to have quite a lot of time on the ball. Just able to pick and choose the options. Runners all over. It's just everyone's tipping up, wanting the ball.
Chisholm and Holmes and Holton. He's had another change of the jersey. Pirata waits from dummy half. He's got Bussey at first receiver. And then Lockwood, and then Holmes, and then moving in again, and Chisholm joins in, and Warranty intercepts but puts the ball down. He was thinking, I'm going to get a farewell try in my career here.
He'd have been away then.
He had a length for the field try in his final appearance, but he put the ball to ground.
What a career he's had as well.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, what a servant to the game as well, yeah.
He scored a few tries against Featherstone, hasn't he, in his time? So an opportunity in front of the sticks for Rovers to add another one.
Would have been a good foot race, that one.
Yeah, I know who my money would have been on. Pirata here. Rovers are just to the right of the post. They're 10 away. Pirata running from dummy half down the skinny side. Holton. He's in traffic though. He's going to be grounded 5 metres away over in the right-hand corner in front of the big screen. Holmes to Bussey to Chisholm. Bad ball, but he took it one-handed. Gives it to Pirata. It could work. They've straightened up well. They're going to get a walk-in score. Hardcastle runs in another one.
Yeah, just making it really easy. Again, they're just so much time on the ball just to pick and choose the options. I think Sheffield need to shut them down a lot quicker, get that first contact in, and just try and slow them down in any way they can.
That's 11th try of the afternoon. First of the game for Josh Hardcastle. And with a kick to come from right in front of the sticks, Rovers are going to hit 60, and we've still got 25 minutes to go. They're going at better than a point a minute here today.
Yeah.
I was only kind of half serious about trying to outscore Toulouse yesterday, but it's on if they want it.
It certainly is, yeah.
And with all due respect to Newcastle Thunder, I would say Sheffield probably a sterner opponent right now. So
yeah, they're struggling, aren't they? I think they're struggling to get any sort of foothold or momentum in this game. I think they just need to get the ball a couple of sets and try and swing the momentum a little bit, try and get a little bit of confidence and just finish a couple of sets. I think, you know, they're just kicking the ball and having a try and kicking it again. So I think, yeah, they just need to get hold of the ball a little bit.
Yeah, it must be pretty soul-destroying at the moment.
Yeah,
6th try of the year for Hardcastle. This is the 7th time this year Rovers have scored over 10 tries in a game.
It's definitely hard to get out of that mindset when the other team are just kind of dominating you, and it's also, you know, the mindset for the FEV players as well. You know, confidence really high, and everything's sticking. They're gonna tip that ball on and keep playing. I think everybody will want to get on the scoreboard in games like this. So
absolutely.
It's just a battle of the minds, I think, at the minute. And can Sheffield kind of tip up and get a good 20 in and get the ball back?
The only thing they're playing for is personal and team pride here, but this could unravel spectacularly. Well, it already has. 60 points to 6. Don't forget they led 6-4. So 56 unanswered points, and Chisholm gives it to Walker. Rovers are rampant here. Walker is still going. Pirata wants him, but he's in front of him. He's still going, Walker. He's still going. Eventually gets tapped. Inside the 20, over on the far side, the right-hand side. This will be the last. What will Holmes do with it? They're going to run it. Chisholm. Miss out pass to Wellham. Gives it to Hall. Hall's going to score another in the corner. The running riot. Rovers rampant. 4th of the game for Craig Hall. And a 27th of a sensational season.
He's ticking them over, isn't he? There's got to be some sort of competition there for the beer at the end of the season, I think, between them two. But yeah, to be fair, Feather just making it look really easy. You know, confidence running high, and they're literally just picking the passes and choosing who to walk in, really.
64-6. 4 tries for Hall. It was made by a beautiful miss-out pass, wasn't it, from Chisholm. He thought for a split second about putting his boot on the ball and then thought, you know what, I can actually create a try just with one ball here. And he nailed it. It's another touchline conversion. It's 2 metres in from this near touchline, but he's not missing a thing at the moment. Oh, kicked another one.
Confidence certainly running high. And, you know, for Feather as well, that's going into a playoff run. You know, you need to be confident. You need to have it running through. And I think, you know, luckily for Sheffield as well, they're not going to be told to take the foot off the gas. That, you know, like you're saying, they'll be told to get as many points as possible and keep ticking over and, you know, finish how they're playing today and taking it into the playoffs. So I don't think they're going to take the foot off the gas at all.
12 tries for Rovers. A couple of different hat-trick scorers in Frankie Holton and Craig Hall. That restart's going to bounce twice. Does anyone fancy this? 3 times? 4 times? Eventually Rovers wake up. I think all the players were glancing longingly at Percy's bar behind the sticks.
That's where I'm glancing.
Doing good business in the sunshine behind the post at the Millennium Stadium.
What a great day though, lovely weather.
Yeah.
To be spectating. I feel for all them players out there. Although there looks like a few who needs a bit of sun cream on.
Well, the man who's got the ball at the moment, I hope he's got his sun cream on his head. John Davis.
Listen, I look red in winter, so it's just a running joke that whatever the weather, I always get, have you got your sun cream, Andy? But yep, back to 50.
Chisholm on the last. Just a...
I think this is the first time Sheffield have had the ball in probably like 12 minutes, like, which doesn't sound a long time, but in a game of 80 minutes, that's a long time. I think they just need to complete and get a little bit composure and challenge Fev a little bit. I think that's, you know, it's also a confidence thing for Fev, but they need to be challenged as well. Can't be too easy.
Midway point of the second half, you're right, has been far too easy. Touch judges on at the far side, not sure why. But he's back off now, and Eagles have possession. Just approaching halfway. First time they've had a ball. They haven't completed a set this half, I can say that with confidence. Good offload out the back.
I don't think they've had it, have they?
Well, they know, yeah. I mean, they've only had 2 sets.
Yeah.
Little kick through on the 4th. It's a good kick, that. Walker's going to have to deal with this. He's going to be trapped, is he? No, he's done really well. He scrambled back and then got himself back into the field of play. Right in the far corner. What's the referee? Oh, the referee's saying he didn't manage it. The touch judge, I beg your pardon, is saying he didn't manage it. I want a drop out there. Not sure about that, but he had a much better view than we did from here. Crowd don't like it. But he had a great view of it, the touch judge on the far side. So it's going to be a dropout from Rovers as the sun disappears behind some unwelcome clouds.
What is he saying, he was in touch? I don't know.
Well, he just started frantically kind of waving his touch, his flag, and the touching goal.
Oh,
and then,
touching goal, all right.
And then made them drop out. It's a good drop out as well from Hall. Gets some good distance on them, doesn't he? And some weary bodies now from Sheffield.
Yeah.
Returning the ball. Brad Knowles.
I think when you're on the end of a scoreline like that, I think it's...
Well, they've got a penalty here, Sheffield.
The tough carries, aren't they? The tough carries.
Davis and Ferris, one of the 2 penalised there. So Sheffield will tap on 30. They won't want to be nil second half. I mean, the game's obviously gone a long time ago, but let's see what they can do. Crowd wanted a forward pass. Yeah. Right in front of the sticks. James Davey wearing 9 off the bench, replacement hooker. Back to the scrum half, probably been their best player, Harry Tyson-Wilson. All with a coughed up possession, and the 4-try man, Craig Hall, is intercepted, and Featherstone have the ball back.
Good D from Fev as well. They're just kind of being patient and just waiting and Big shot there.
Was a big shot. Chris
Yeah.
Wellen felt the full force of that
Yep.
from Evan Hodgson and James Davey, the two.
Just really quick play. The balls they're just getting on the front foot, and Sheffield are finding it really hard to manage.
The referee, I think, has wiped the tackle count clean, so back to 0. 66 points to 6. 17 minutes to go with Rovers in possession.
She's got so many options as well. They're carrying the ball, but there's options inside and out. They're out. They're all really keen and pushing even on that second phase. So it's just really hard to defend, but great attack from Rovers as well.
Parata, Davis, Holmes, and then Hardcastle. Craig Kopschap's coming back on. Is that Lockwood who's gone off underneath? Wellen picks it up on this near left-hand side. Steps out of some lazy defending. It's gone backwards and it's hit an Eagles man and hauls away up the middle. He wants 5! But the referee said there was obstruction interference, and that is why the gap opened up. Not this time. So Rovers denied by the official on this occasion.
Stop being greedy, Craig.
Yeah, one of the crowd. Give someone else a go. Stop being greedy. Slight lull. Well, it's still Rovers' ball here, isn't it? Or is it? What are they doing?
Not really sure, unless
Oh, it is
he went for
Rovers'
the first
ball.
knock, unless he turned over that knock on.
Yeah, they must have called a knock on late, because Rovers have the ball back. He certainly would have played advantage otherwise. So Rovers do have possession. 20 away, over on the far right-hand side with Gale. Running at the posts. Parata shows interest at dummy half. Glance over his shoulder to see where Holmes is. Here he is. Got Davis and his first receiver. Flat ball to Kopschak, who should be fresh. Just to the left of the post. Dane Chisholm is hanging back to the left. But they go to the right. Flat ball, no way through. Sheffield were there in number. The post wobbling under the pressure of their defence. The referee is saying held. So they're going to have to take it back to 10. There was no way through there for Bussey. So they'll try again, right in front of the sticks. Dane Chisholm with the ball in his hands. Lovely ball to Ferris out the back. This time he will get 5. High 5 for Craig Hall in the corner. Made this time by Brett Ferris.
Again, they just make it look so easy. Dane Chisholm's got so much time there. He gets the ball, he floats across and he's just picking. He's just waiting and choosing which ball to pass, and he's picking all the right ones at the minute.
Well, Sheffield will be sick of the sight of Craig Hall.
Yep, I think they'll be ready. I think they'd take a final whistle at the minute.
Another try in the corner. Can he convert his own score? This one is about 5 metres in from this near touchline. It's gone very overcast now.
That's gone quite chilly.
That's gone quite chilly. I think you might have missed that as well. Put off by the disappearance of the sun, so he has missed one finally. But 70 points to 6 with 13 and a half to go. "13 minutes before Sheffield are put out of their misery here. A reminder, top of the table Toulouse put 82 on Newcastle yesterday. You wouldn't bet against Featherstone bettering that here with 13 to go. Points a minute and they've done it.
If they continue, it's looking that way.
Good claim from Holmes on the restart. It was hanging in the air in the middle of the field. Dangerous area to claim because everyone kind of waits for each other there. Gale's in off his touchline, giving the forwards a breather. Hall has stretched clear with these 5 tries. The try scoring charts. And they're not done yet, Rovers, with Chisholm in possession. Left to right, almost a knock on, he rides it well.
Did well to hold that.
And they're still going to the far side and the ball goes to ground.
Rare mistake.
Well, Hawley's on 38 points today. The all-time points in a match Featherstone record is Martin Pearson, who hit 40 in 1995.
Wow, well, he's on for a record, isn't
So
he?
he's on for a record. This is the first time, by the way, Rovers have scored 70 this year. And they're going to have another go. But they have to do some defending first because Sheffield have it. Not sure they want it anymore. They don't, oh my word, well, they don't want it because they've knocked on. It was a nothing pass. He just wasn't concentrating. He looked shattered. He wants to get off the pitch and he's put the ball to ground. So the points are there for Fev if they want them. Right in front of the sticks again, 20 away. Chisholm. Wellham Hall stepped in off his touchline this time.
Unforced error there. Like you said, just tired, just probably fed up, waiting for that hooter. It's not been an easy day at all for Sheffield.
Great couple of steps from Davis, and then the offload to Parata. They're right in front, Rovers.
He's good in here. He's really good to watch.
So
He
good.
plays so high above his weight, and his work rate's
Chisholm
unbelievable
to
as well.
Wellham. Hall is hovering for a double hat-trick. Wellham this time couldn't get it away. Warranty has finally realised he can't come off his touchline because he'll give him another try. Couple to go this set. It's back with Chisholm. Changes direction, goes back to the skinny side. Ferris on his own! Has he got it down, Brett Ferris? That was brute force. He has!
Yeah, again, so close to the line, it's really hard to stop, and I think they're all thinking that the ball's going to Hall all the time just to get him ticking over with those points, but yeah, so hard to stop. Like, just it's, you know, what do you say to the Sheffield players at this moment in time? It's
second of the match for Brett Ferris. I mean, Sheffield thought he was going to offload. He was trying to offload to Hall, but he just kept dragging the opponents to the line, and the closer he got, he thought, I can score myself.
When they hold it like that as well, though, they just make it look, the ball just
Like
so
a golf
small,
ball.
easy, yeah.
Yeah, he was holding it in his left hand
Yeah.
like a golf ball there, Brett Ferris. He was trying to shovel it out of his back.
with him.
He's looking over and laughing with the coaching staff here. Is he laughing with Paul March down there? Oh, he's missed two in a row. Blimey.
I don't think there's anybody in the women's game who can hold the ball like that. Like, just obviously not as big a hands, but they probably is someone somewhere, but certainly not me.
74 points to 6. Just a shade under 10 minutes to go. Highest score of the year for Rovers in the final regular season game. 14 tries today, Featherstone. Second of the day for Brett Ferris. Hope you're enjoying our coverage. Thank you for all the messages on Rovers TV today. Been a beautiful day. It's got a little bit grey and dark and overcast into the last 9 minutes. It's gone the colour of the Sheffield shirts, which are a dank grey.
Again, the confidence is just with Fev, and quick play of the balls, tipping up, they're all looking for the ball. It's really hard to defend.
Here's Ferris again on a hat-trick. Ferris carrying in one hand once again, and then just took the tackle.
And quick play, momentum.
Wellham. Listen to the Rovers fans. Finishing with a flourish. Ending the season, the regular season, on a high. And then we wait to see what the playoffs bring. Bossy into traffic, bounces off a couple of grey jerseys. Last tackle. 30 away, right in front of the sticks. I'm sure they'll look for... Oh, no. They've given away a penalty on the last again.
Yeah, again,
What are
like you
they
said,
doing?
coach colours there.
What are they doing?
You want to finish as strong as you can and, you know, play for a bit of pride, and that's... The coaching staff won't be happy with that on the last tackle.
Well, I'm not happy with that, and I'm working for Featherstone as a rugby league fan.
I think it's frustration as well, though.
Yeah.
You know, when you're on the end of a score like that, and I've been on a few, you know, frustration just boils over, and it's, you know, it's a disappointment and extra effort you've got to put in. But yeah, it's certainly not a coach's favourite moment. So
they're attacking the line again, in front of the post. Holmes, change of direction. Chisholm into a cul-de-sac. Does a 360 on himself and then floats one looking for Gale. Good take, but he's wrapped up behind his post and they'll get the ball back from a drop out. Nice option, that.
Yeah, he just seems to have so much time on his hands. He's just sat, well, you know, he's just waiting, checking his options, and they just need to put a little bit more pressure on him. But he's wearing his dinner suit today, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. 7 minutes to go. Eagles dropping out from underneath their own posts. Even the dropout's ugly. And he goes, what, 40 metres, and then Davis will pick it up, pick his spot, and then bulldoze all the way through it. Half breaks the tackle. There goes Parata again. He's had a lengthy stint there today. And he's just running right at the post. Holmes to Bussey. Chisholm hovering. Here he is. Dane Chisholm. Back they go. Walker. Oh, he just halted in his tracks and then gives it back inside. And Bussey get the ball down again. No, he's wrapped up. Or is he? Yes, he is. He's held up. I was going to say millimetres short. He was over, but held. So they'll come back as we move into the last 5 minutes. It's a now overcast Millennium Stadium, Post Office Road. Yeah. Not what we wanted. But a very bright performance from Featherstone. You're not missing anything. Time's been called off. There's a break in play.
Quite a few minutes in the last 5 now, so 3 minutes.
How's your stage of the season right now, Andrew?
We've literally just finished playing our league game, so our table's split, so we're in the Shield competition rather than the Cup, but we've just finished top of that, so we've got a semi-final here next week against Bradford, the Shield semi-final, and the final of that is Headingley on the 10th of October, so we've got a semi and hopefully a final left, so hopefully get some silverware this season, but
Let's hope so. Good luck. And Gale does get a good look and gets in another score down the far side. Lovely hands again from Rovers. And Gale, as all good wingers do, hugged his touchline and got the rewards.
Yeah, but again, they're just making it look really easy. I think anything you can do, I can do better between Gale and Hall. I think they're just chasing that top spot.
Second of the afternoon for Gareth Gale. And another opportunity with the boot for Hall to go for the individual match record. He's missed the last two.
Pressure, yeah.
He's over on the far touchline.
Will he be aware of it though, do you think?
I would say there's probably no chance. I've only just been made aware of it, so I'm sure he isn't.
You never know.
He's giving it a good whack.
Good.
Oh,
no.
He's missed 3 in a row, so Martin Pearson's record from the 90s remains intact.
Just don't tell him afterwards if you haven't got a clue.
No.
Just don't tell him how close he was.
78-6. What a response to Toulouse's performance at Newcastle yesterday. Brett Ferris has spent all the second half just pointing and laughing. Scored 2 tries in the process.
Well, looks like he's having a fun day, doesn't it? And then they've got the presentation tonight, haven't they?
Yeah.
So they'll all be looking forward to staying and having a couple of beers as well. So
It's a short kick-off. It's bounced. Sheffield might get this back, actually. They do. Featherstone just hesitated too much there. So Rovers are going to have to do some defending late in the day.
switching off, thinking about that beer.
Yeah. But Sheffield still haven't completed a full set second half.
Yeah, I'm not sure they'll be looking at the stats or playing this back.
No, just forget it.
So far at the end of the season, yeah.
It's been a painful end to the season for the Sheffield Eagles. But they could score the last try of the game here, down the hill. They're right in front of the post. James Davey is the dummy half with strapping around his head.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it'll be the performance or the result that they came here hoping for, but you know, end of their season now, they regroup, have the off-season off and see what 2022 brings.
It's the last tackle. What will he do, the scrum half? It's another brilliantly angled kick from the left boot of Tyson Wilson. It could yield a try, this. Warranty's going to get a farewell try. One of rugby league's great servants signs off with a try. Rob Warranty.
Yeah, and I think that's a great individual moment for Rob. I went to uni with him actually. Had the same nutrition group, so I've known Rob a few years. But I think, yeah, for him personally, what a great end to a great career, and yeah, well deserved for him.
Lovely moment that. Yes, Sheffield have been absolutely battered today, but I think not many inside Post Office Road will take that away from Rob Warranty. What a stalwart.
Yeah, and a great offload as well from the centre as well. So yeah, a good try just to kind of get a bit of respect back for Sheffield. But yeah.
Well, have a look at who's taking this conversion. The hoot has gone. The kicking tee is in the hands of Scott Wielden, former Featherstone man.
On his retirement, we'll see if he knocks this over.
Well, Warranty has just retired with a try. Can the big prop? Well, he can't even get the ball on the kicking tee. Well, he will never have had to do it before, and he can't get it on because it keeps falling off. Wielden, it hasn't taken much time to line this up, so let's hope he's got his angles right. Scott Wielden, his last ever touch of rugby, and oh dear, I'm not going to even tell you where that's gone.
He didn't have much of a run-up.
78-10, the hooter goes. Farewell to Wielden, and Warranty signing off with a try. Big smiles in the end, painful afternoon for Sheffield Eagles. But how about that to finish the regular season from Featherstone Rovers?
Definitely. Clinical, enthusiastic, you know, running with confidence. I think it's, like you say, it's a big marker going into the playoffs, and hopefully they can take that confidence and form into the playoffs, and you know, who knows where we'll be next year.
And what's your reading of how the playoffs might go? Obviously, you've got your playoff series to come, and good luck to you next week. But when Featherstone get back into action, I mean, they're battering teams. Toulouse are battering teams.
Yeah.
We're guessing, we're imagining, we're predicting it's going to be those two going toe-to-toe in Toulouse.
Yep.
How does that play out?
Do you know what? You know, for us as Bev supporters, and you know, I've been at this club a long time, and how awesome would it be for them to be in Super League? I think they've put everything in place and got everything right, you know, for that chance to be in Super League. And you know, they've been there before against Toronto and missed out there, and I think they're in a better place than they were. The squad's good, the squad's confident, but it's playoff rugby. I think it's anybody's game on the day, and you know, toe-to-toe with Toulouse the full time. You know, we talk about Fev's quick ruck today. They're another level as well, but you know, you can dream, can't you? And I think definitely the club's behind him, and like we say, we don't know. Obviously, it'd be a dream for the club to get into Super League, but Toulouse are a good side, but we'll see on the day. We'll see on the day.
And a final word on today. These are lovely moments, aren't they? Now, end of the regular season for both teams. Sheffield's just having chats and going over to the fans. Some who have travelled from Sheffield, others who they'll know, former Rovers players. Everyone's on the pitch, families on the pitch, fans in the stands, beer flowing round the outside. This is what we've missed this year. This is a beautiful setup. This.
Yeah, that's it. And you know, people haven't been able to come and watch with COVID, and you know, a little bit on Sheffield. And I know I work for them, and they're my hometown club, so you know, a little bit torn today. I support both teams, and I think honestly they'll be glad to have the season done with and finish with in this game, so they can see what the squad's going to look like for next year and look to build on that. But yeah, rugby league's a community game, innit, a family game, and some of the players retiring as well were at Fev, so yeah, it's really nice to see.
Andrew, it's been great to share the commentary gantry with you for the second half.
I probably wasn't as good as the first half one, but I'll try my best.
You were great company and a great performance as well. The very best of luck for the end of your season as well, from all of us.
End of my career, my season.
End of your career as well, yeah.
It'll be my last game.
Will you be taking the kicking tee like that?
I used to do it, but no, absolutely not. No, I'm one of those who kick it and then miss it and reach for the hamstring. Like, so yeah, no, I won't be doing that. But yeah, it'll be my last game at Featherstone for that semi-final. So yeah, here on the 20th. That's next week, so the 26th. Yeah.
Yeah. So Featherstone, the Featherstone Rovers side we've just watched have the week off. So hopefully they'll be here to watch you as well.
Hopefully, yeah.
And we wish you the very best in that, and to your future endeavours as well. I'm sure our paths will cross, but it's been great working with you today.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Rovers have won well here. They've won 78 points to 10. Let me see if I can remember the 15 scorers for you. It went Hall. Actually, Sheffield led when Ryan Johnson got a converted try. They led 6-4, but then it was all Rovers. New Brown, Holton, Hall, Holton, a first half hat-trick, 32-6 at the break. Ferris, Bussey on appearance number 100 for Featherstone, then Gale and Hall, then Hardcastle, Hall again, Ferris and Gale to wrap us up. 78 points to 10 to finish the regular season. We'll enjoy this one for now, Rovers fans, and then the real business starts in the Betfred Championship playoffs. Thanks for your company. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. From all of us at Rovers TV, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.